Hello, everybody. My name is Shalasia Atkins, and today I'll be talking to you about why students shouldn't use phones in school. So, do you think of your phone as your best friend? You usually don't want to part from your best friend, right? Well, teenagers especially have this problem. I'm sure you have experienced this as parents or just witnessing it in public. Well, I have experienced this firsthand as a 12th grade teacher. And I have seen that it hinders students' learning. That's why I believe that phones should be banned in school. In my speech, I will attempt to persuade you not to let your children go to school with their phones. First, I will talk about how phones distract students from learning. Second, I'll talk about how phones encourage cheating. And then I'll talk about how not using phones in school teaches students about the real world. So now we'll go into the details about why phones are detrimental to students' learning. And my first point is that phones distract students from from learning. So basically, whenever phones are in class, they students are basically trying to do two tasks. They are trying to focus on what the teacher are doing and also focus on whatever's going on their digital device. So the result of trying to do these two tasks is basically that they not gonna be able to comprehend or retain any information that the teacher is trying to put out. And then they don't know nothing and then they asking about what happened, what you said, do with this, whatever like that. That's why you should have phones in school. So phones do not just distract students from learning, but it also encourages cheating. So this brings me to my second point. So cheating. So basically, students have so much access to different apps like Socratic or PhotoMath that they don't even need to try on their homework or their test. So Socratic is like where you take a picture of whatever word problem and they give you the answer. And like PhotoMath, you take a picture of whatever math problem and it gives you step by step of how to work out the problem and it gives you the answers. So to the teacher, it'll seem like, oh, they know this stuff, so I can move past it. But then boom, when the test comes, they fail the test because the whole week they've been using Socratic and PhotoMath or things like it. I found a quote on verywell.family.com that said that about 35% of students admitted to cheating on their homework or tests with different apps on their phone. So banning phones in school will make sure that students are not going to be cheating. And also it teaches students about the real world. So this brings me to my third point. So, so say that you got out of high school and now you're looking for a job now. So you in the interview, you used to being on your phone all the time anyway, it's never been a problem. So while the interviewer is talking to you, you texting people or whatever, you doing stuff, you talking to them, trying to multitask, and then you don't get the job, and then you wonder why you don't get the job. So my second point is that when you say that you got a job, but you just constant on your phone all the time. And so you didn't got pulled into, the office and your boss is saying that you got rolled up or you simply fired because you constant on your phone. So if your whatever school, high school that you graduated from, or whatever schools you were in, taught you that it's a time and a place to be on your phone, you would learn that you would already be prepared that whenever you get in the real world, that you don't even that you supposed to be on your phone when you supposed to be on your phone. So like when you like on your break or something, or when you at home, not while you on the clock, not while you serving customers or whatever you doing at your job. So if your high school was more more strong on you not being on your phones, you would have been prepared for the future. So in conclusion, phones should not be used in school, and they should be banned from being used because it is becoming detrimental to students' education. They are not learning. They don't feel like they don't feel like they even have to even work for anything because everything is handed to them with their phones. They have all the answers in them. So I talked about how phones distract students from learning. Then I talked about how phones encourage students to cheat. And then I talked about how not using phones in school prepares students for the real world. So although phones are a good although phones are a good way to keep for students to keep in contact with their loved ones while they're in school and keep them up to date, it is also hurting their grades. It is making it where that they don't even need to socialize with their peers and they don't even need to actually work for anything. So it teaches them that everything will be handed to them in the real world, and when they get into the real world, they are going to be lost. So it's just not simple as just a phone. Having a phone, it teaches you responsibility. It teaches you when you need to use it, when you don't supposed to use it. Because having a phone simply at work you will lose your job. You possibly could, and you would think there's nothing wrong with it because it never been nothing wrong with it before. And also when they go to college and stuff and they're cheating on stuff and because it's more serious when you get in college and stuff, they will they will not even understand why this is happening to them. So we as a teacher and you as a parent we need to come together to figure out how to cut the phone usage out and so we can get back to actually learning things. That's why I believe that phones should be banned. Thank you.